Well, you see,
That's
the
basically
reason
what
why
he's doing.
I ate the pizza was because it was on the counter, alright?
Are you being Ben Shapiro?
Yeah.
Hypothetically, let's just say that there was enough pizza for everybody. Okay, let's just hypothetically say there's 2 pizzas. Okay, I'm just throwing a number out there. There's 2 pizzas. That's enough for everybody.
But I ate all of it.
Yeah, but I ate all of it. Okay, then by definition, you didn't have any.
It's so funny how easy he is to mock. Because he's so bad at arguing.
Oh, but people give him too hard a time.
Thanks for playing Devil's Avocado.
Ben Shapiro. No, you don't need to play Devil's Avocado for Ben Shapiro.
You don't say advocado.
I said avocado.
You said advocado.
I meant avocado.
Advocado.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Grab some popcorn and stick around. We've got some garbage to talk about.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Carina. This video you're watching right now is a continuation of that video up in the corner, so if you haven't watched it already, go check it out. Everything we talk about today is going to make a lot more sense if you do. If you're ready to go, though, stick around because we still have a lot to say.
Chapter 13. Homecoming. Chapter 10. We start in Shadowpaw. He wakes up from a long nap, which they nap so much in this story, and I think a long nap that's not a nap anymore.
That's a long rest.
It's evening now, and he flashes back to
That's
what
a
happened.
waste of a day.
He flashes back to what happened that morning. So, and then this entire flashback is dialogue, and it's like this author is fine using dialogue tags, and then all of a sudden in this flashback it's just the dialogue and then dash whoever is speaking.
Oh, so they just didn't want to say, like, said this person, said that person.
Yeah.
So they just decided,
So it's a script fic now.
Whatever, I just give up.
Yeah, so who wants to read this with me? It's Shadow and Silver,
Ooh.
and Eclipse has a few lines also.
I'll read it.
I could be Eclipse.
Okay.
Okay, Zax is the baby. Can you link this in needed, please?
Got it.
Okay, who am I gonna be?
Do you want to be Silver or Shadow?
I'll be Silver, and I'll sound like a little weenie.
Okay.
Don't worry, Carina, you already do.
Exactly, that's why this part is perfect for me.
We're
Okay,
also fixing some audio things.
Yeah,
Oh,
we can
okay.
do it after because it's not interfering with the recording, so
Sure.
I'll
Okay.
just do that. I just can't have the nice Halo music right now.
Yeah. Lil Z was
Alright.
asleep to this.
No, I was right here.
No, not now. I mean, like 2 nights ago. I put it on and you fell asleep. And then I took a snap of you.
Oh, I don't like that at all.
It's okay.
You
Alright.
shadowed me.
You were in shadow the entire time. You were just a little lump on the bottom of the snap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's not like I was like inches from your face breathing heavily. Like
Like Shadow would be.
That,
it was just
that'd make you, I guess that'd make you more of an Edward, actually.
I just like watching you sleep.
That's such a weird thing to do. Okay, back to recording.
Yeah.
Alright, Silver, today is the day you get to go home. Silver opened his eyes, then covered his face with the blanket. Shadow found this annoying, so he yanks the blanket. Silver hold tight to the blanket, end up giving up to Shadow. Silver, you know you need a bath.
I know, but I'm so tired from yesterday.
Haha, you're right about that. Come on, you know you want to take a shower with me.
Maybe I do or not. Scared we end up having sex again.
It might just happen. No, that won't happen, but not making any promises.
oh.
I swear if you try to touch me in a way.
But you know you like it.
You know me already in one night.
Here, take my hand, my princess. Silver
Oh,
gave back.
Zax, I just saw what you have to read.
I did too. I didn't sign up for this. So that I thought it'd be the safest part to take. I played myself.
Silver gave back a glare, but ended up laughing to himself. He took his soulmate hand and went to the bathroom. Right when they were inside the bathroom, Eclipse woke up.
Hey, wait, before you... I just want to really extend Zax's reprieve before she has to say this. Actually, you know what? Zax, say this because I know you like to get the bad stuff over with.
Mom? Huh? Daddy? Daddy, I have to wee-wee.
Wee-wee.
Okay, so my question is... What do you think they think the concept of soulmates entails?
Soulmate.
I would have thought, like Zax and I are a pretty good couple. I like her, she likes me, we get along fine. Most of the time we don't fight at all. But sometimes we'll have a little bit of a disagreement here or there, but it never gets that bad. And it's great, right? So, I don't really believe in the concept of soulmates, but if you want to apply a label, sure, let's just say we're soulmates, okay?
Oh,
now,
that's sweet.
let's compare that.
Is it?
Let's just compare that to the relationship Shadow and Silver have.
Don't.
What is similar?
Nothing.
I mean, at that point,
Occasionally they're happy with each other, and that's it!
It's like the opposite. They're mostly fighting and occasionally happy.
They're mostly fighting or coercing or manipulating, well, not even
Or
each other,
assaulting.
just one way. It's
Yeah.
just one direction. And yet, it's not even that Shadow's describing Silver as his soulmate. Shadow's not even involved. The narrator is saying that they're soulmates. Like, does soulmate maybe just mean, like, you are destined to be with this person,
I think
regardless
so.
of whether it's good?
I think so.
Because, I mean, by that reckoning, like, there are a lot of people who are soulmates with just horrible fates. You know?
Yeah.
Like, they're destined to truly terrible situations. And it's like, oh, it's a soulmate.
Aww.
Gross.
Bad.
Hold
Oh,
up,
no,
Silver.
I'm sorry, I saw
Love,
the
Silver.
next
I gotta
paragraph.
get Eclipse, and you get in
Oh.
the shower. Silver nodded and went ahead when his lover went back to the room. But when he got to Eclipse, he smells like cum and sweats. He thought maybe Silver's smell got on him. He, careful, came close to him. What's wrong, Eclipse?
Daddy, I have to make wee-wee.
I don't know why.
They put two mms. Why do they need to bookend that with
Okay,
Yummy.
let's go to the bathroom. Then
delicious.
after, you have to take another nap.
That
They
was
just woke up from... in the morning.
What-
It's the morning.
What time is it?
Time for a nap.
Why did you want a kid? But I don't want to sleep no more.
Okay, let's do this. When we go back
Good
to
point.
Earth, I give you a candy, and you can go over to Lance's house.
Wait, what?
The
Knuckles,
hell is Lance?
The
Knuckles
fact that
and
we don't even
Rouge's
remember who
son.
Lance is.
He's the one that's homophobic as a 4-year-old.
Oh,
That is alert behavior.
I want a big lollipop.
Alright, but you got to promise me this. Don't tell anyone about this, or I will take you PS3 for a whole month. He got it for his
Why
fourth
does this
birthday.
4-year-old have a PS3?
No.
Oh, I forgot. God, that seems like a lifetime ago.
It's called being a
It
good
didn't come from
parent.
him, it came from
I
Knuckles.
I didn't have one when I was 4.
It's called being a good, cool
Uncle?
dude. Here, let me give this child a PS4.
Here you go, kid. Have fun playing GTA.
No, okay, Daddy, but I have wee-wee.
Shadow grabs his son by his
Here it
hand and
is.
took him to the bathroom. Silver was washing his body only with water. Shadow pick up Eclipse and place him on the toilet. Silver look over to see his son peeing. He giggle.
No, Mommy, don't look at me. Okay, wait, you said this was a flashback.
Yeah.
Why did we need
Yeah.
to come back
First
to
of all,
this?
What is this what is this a flashback
The morning?
to?
What happened in their
relative-
morning?
So, why did you even start in the evening if you're just gonna tell us what happened in the morning? And then also, why do you need to tell us what happened in the morning?
This is
I
a
don't
sweet,
care.
heartwarming family moment.
This is.
No, it's not.
Oh my gosh.
I
Honestly,
read further and it gets gross.
my biggest note for this: dull.
So bad. It's so bad. Oh, okay. I won't look at you, sweetie.
Daddy, I also got a dodo.
Oh,
I got a dodo.
I found it. I found it. The last dodo bird.
I got him.
Charles Darwin can eat my shorts because the dodos will rise again. I have one.
I did it.
It is mine.
That's okay, Eclipse, but don't be mean to your mother.
Okay, wait. Okay, yeah, I have
mean?
problems with that too. Silver looked over at me and was just like, hey, you look at you on the planet. I was like, don't look at me, don't be weird. And now I'm mean because I have.
Yeah, I looked at my son using the restroom, laughed, and my son
And
said,
Silver
"Hey
was
mom,
fine
don't
with it."
look. I feel
Yeah.
uncomfortable." And I went, "Don't worry." And then my husband says, "Don't be mean to your mom."
Yeah, if she wants to watch, let
Ew.
her watch.
I'm calling Child Protective Services. This is awful.
Okay, this is confusing.
Yeah,
I think
they don't know how to do
I
interrupting
start-
dialogue.
you press
They
enter.
put it in the same set of quotation marks. Always, every time.
What?
Gosh, okay. But she's a girl, and you told
Well,
me
Eclipse,
that.
she's different. Eclipse talk over by Shadow.
He's right.
What do
He's
they
right.
think the quotation
What?
marks denote? Like, do you think they think quotation marks denote
Yeah.
that some speaking is going on?
Because they do it this way
Just
every
some.
single time someone's dialogue gets interrupted. It's very confusing.
Oh no.
Or is
No.
it good?
Part of right. Part of writing
Sorry,
is
go
making sure that you have your own style, and I don't think anybody else does that.
Stylistic.
Shut up!
This is not good.
It's not
No,
even
it's
a
not.
stylist.
It's bad.
I mean, part of writing is it's making sure you have your own language.
Oh my god.
So this next set of lines is very confusing. What prompted this? He's right. I won't ever hurt you or touch you in a bad
okay,
way.
mommy.
So we went from, "Mom, don't look at me, piss," to, "Don't worry,
Because
I'm not gonna hurt or
He
touch
says,
you
but
in a
she's
bad
a girl.
way."
You told me that. Like, I don't know.
That
I guess
what?
girls are.
Girls and boys
Yeah.
can't be in the bathroom.
Because
together.
someone's going to be a predator.
Guess
But,
you're not.
hey, if you don't feel comfortable when someone's doing something, but they're not touching you or hurting you, they are hurting you.
Yeah, I don't know why.
The fact that they made you
Also, they just
uncomfortable is
misgendered
them
Silver.
hurting
Like,
you.
Silver has... I mean, by saying
they
mother,
misgender
yeah,
Silver
but like,
all the time now.
with the pronoun. Just out of nowhere. Why?
Yeah, I guess
And then they go back to calling him he.
Eclipse is 4
Yes.
and tried to set a boundary that for himself, not even really because it was kind of weird that you just laughed at your kid peeing. Like, that's not even funny. But
I think,
whatever.
Like, Silver has...
I don't know. I think that's the height of
Silver,
comedy.
Like, he hasn't seen
Pee-pee.
his child, and he was just like, "Oh, he's cute," and then he giggled a little bit.
Yeah, so even so, 4-year-old kid trying to set a boundary, trying to establish some autonomy, and immediately gets knocked down
By both of his parents.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
straight
it's
up.
genuinely wonderful to see a kid establishing boundaries.
And it's
like
an
that.
important,
Like,
it's an important part of
that's good.
childhood development.
They
There's
should.
this There's this scene, or, like, set of scenes in Jane the Virgin where I haven't watched the show, I've just seen, like, compilations of it, but, like, where the aunt, I think, she's got two twin daughters, and they're, like, cute and blonde, what's the kid's name? Mateus? Mateus is the kid, right?
You're asking a group of people who've never seen
I don't know if you guys know. Anyways,
I've seen it advertised on Netflix, and I've always gone, nope.
But like, Mateus is like a little bit of a twerp, and he's like annoying the girls, and one of the girls like gets up out of her chair and like crosses her arms like over, like in an X shape over her chest, and she goes, "Do not touch my body," and then her mom is like, "Yes, good, set boundaries," and then it's kind of like played up for jokes from like the writers, I guess. I'm like, no, that's what you should teach your kids to do. If it's like, you're not respecting my personal boundaries, you make it clear that I do not like how I'm being treated right now. Do not touch my body. That's not a joke. Teach your kids to be safe. And respect your kids' boundaries while you're at it. Don't laugh at them while they're peeing. That's rude. This is parenting advice from somebody with no children.
Can I just say, I don't know, like, when something's cute, like, if I see, like, a little puppy, and he falls over, and I go, "Aw," it's because I'm like, if I were to fall over, that would be bad. And it's bad that he fell over, but I also know he'll be okay.
Yeah.
That's what's cute about it. What's cute about seeing your child pee?
When you have a child, or when you are, like, really invested in children... that sounds weird. But, anyway, like...
I mean, I invest in children.
You know...
monetarily.
All of us...
spend a lot of money on
OG
kids.
kind of friends work with kids. Like, they can do things that aren't... Yeah. It's hard to...
Excuse me, I was on the channel before Carina was.
Yeah.
Icon members.
It's hard to describe why, like, some things are cute, but it's just like a mundane thing, and it's like, oh, that's cute. I don't know. I think that if it's your own kid, you can find things cute that other people are like, why is that cute?
Yeah, I can definitely...
I agree with what you're saying, but, like, we work with kids. Yeah. You have to help them in the bathroom sometimes. Never once have I, like... helped a kid get settled,
but like,
but that's
laughed not at your child,
because that's me.
I
know, like, the kids are cute. I'm like, oh, you're such a like sweet little cute 4-year-old, and they're like, I have to use the bathroom. I'm like, okay, help them out. I don't go.
I definitely hear what everybody's saying here, and I would say I'm definitely with Rogue more. My problem isn't even with the giggle, because honestly that moment by itself is kind of cute, like, oh, my cute little baby, don't make this weird, Mom. And that's like a cute moment, and
Silver says okay, like, that's fine. That whole part was fine, and then Shadow made it weird.
My problem is always with Shadow,
but then Silver makes it weird again.
Brings it back around.
Yeah.
I think everybody made it weird, to be honest. Everyone but the kid.
Flashback,
the kid clearly
26 minutes later.
Oh, 26. Yeah.
Flash forward.
Silver and Shadow were all clean, and also Eclipse. Silver packed some of his stuff in a backpack. Eclipse was jumping on the bed, all hype up. Shadow had grabbed Silver's medicine and some stuff he brought from Earth. Silver, are you ready to go back home?
Oh, a little, but I'm a bit tired since we did it again in the shower. No, we didn't need to know. Where was Eclipse?
Sorry, I couldn't hold it, seeing your sexy body all wet. Hee hee.
Don't put hee hee in the sentence.
Yeah, so we can all agree that that giggle sucks, though, right?
This isn't you talking to your friend on Discord. Don't put hee hee in the sentence. This isn't us in the group chat.
Mommy and Daddy, can we go home now? Mommy,
please, can we go home?
Mommy and Daddy, I am also right here. I am 4 years old.
This is really gross. I am uncomfortable with the energy we have created on the spaceship today.
Ready? Silver bent down to pick his 4-year-old son in his arms. Just a reminder, he's 4.
Yeah, in case we forgot, this is a baby.
Eclipse wraps his arms around.
Forgot he was 4. Yeah, wow.
Eclipse wraps his arms around Silver neck and giving Silver a kiss on the cheek. Shadow put on the book bag in one arm, then grabs Silver by the waist by the other arm. Chaos control. That's the end of the flashback.
It's just like...
Yay!
But then we don't go back to... Oh, I guess the long nap that he took was at home. I don't know. This timeline is confusing. I didn't realize how confusing it was.
This author didn't care too much about making the story understandable.
Because then he talks about, like, being at home, and he's finally at his house with his family, and Silver passes out when they get there, and Shadow says, or thinks, guessing we should take a break making love.
I think we should take a break from the story.
And then
I think we should take a break because it's time for our sponsor.
You think we could get a sponsor on?
We're being
On this
YouTube
video,
friendly.
no.
We're gonna bleep out the bad parts. The whole
Yeah,
story.
we're aiming for monetization first.
I don't think that's
This
ever gonna happen.
story...
A girl can
All
dream.
this story's gonna do for our channel is get us blacklisted in the Sonic community.
In the Sonic community.
Not on we're not gonna be shadow banned.
We're apologizing
Well,
to
you'll
the
be
Sonic
shadow.
Yeah, we are,
banned.
but I feel like, honestly, Hearts and Skittles did too much damage. There's not enough apologizing we could ever do to make this right.
Alright, Shadow
Yeah.
Shadow is afraid that he won't wake up again, which is understandable considering how many comas Silver has just slipped into.
There's got to be a lot of brain damage going on up in that skull of his.
And then Eclipse is crying, but Shadow tells him that Silver just needs to rest. And
Oh my god.
Silver wakes up and tells Shadow that they need to take a break doing you know what. And Shadow's like, yeah, I need to control myself. Which, when have you ever thought that ever, Shadow?
He's a reformed criminal, what can we say?
Silver says he wants to see the rest of the house because he wants to see if it's changed in the 4 years that he was gone. And Shadow says some places have changed, but everything is still the same. The last time you were here.
When was the last time? Oh, is this the house where it
Yeah.
happened?
And then there's just an awkward silence between them. At least this part is self-aware, I guess.
And this is the kitchen where oh.
And then after,
You know what? Let's just go in the backyard and not be in the house.
I'll just put you in the back of my trunk again.
no, don't worry. I was in the back seat.
Because
See, that's humane.
I'm a changed person. I'm a changed.
Imagine if
I'm a
real
changeless.
It's me, Nars.
If right now though, after they get all settled, they have this nice life. Shadow once again just I love you, but it's too soon to get anything started. Maybe some other time. And he dumps him on the side.
Oh no. No, listen, Zach. The last time I said anything about oh, watch this happens, and then it happened, you cursed it now.
So Eclipse comes around, and Silver is leaning over the banister of the stairs to see why he's yelling. And when he leans over, his women part is exposed.
How? What?
Okay,
Did you
wait.
lean over hips first?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean.
But
I'm okay, so Silver is leaning over the banister. Does that mean that Shadow's behind him?
Yeah.
and Silver's naked?
Okay, I guess that. But then how far over are you leaning over the banister then?
I mean, far
How
enough.
tall is he that he can get over that much?
But Silver was naked?
they're always naked. Except for the one time that they
I mean,
wore
I
clothes.
assumed he was leaning over.
Wait, okay, yes.
Yeah.
So then, wait, you assumed
I assumed
what?
that he was leaning over the banister, but it just says Silver walk over to the stairs, bending over to see why his son was yelling. So, like, what else could that mean?
I don't get it.
So Shadow points this...
I don't understand. Yeah, I'm genuinely so baffled at how the lady parts are...
But not the...
But the rest
Yeah.
is...
So Shadow points this out to him,
Okay.
and he's like, I mean, I don't mind, but you probably shouldn't walk around pantsless.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Relevant.
when real life imitates art.
So Silver asks for jeans or pants, and Shadow is like, I don't have any, but how about some booty shorts? And first of all, why don't you have jeans or pants, but you do have booty shorts?
Why not?
Yeah, he never gets them, though, so he's
What?
still pantsless for this next scene. Eclipse comes up the stairs and jumps into Silver's arms, and then Shadow remembers that he made a scarp book of Eclipse's baby years.
As opposed to a scrapbook.
So
Yeah.
Shadow gives Silver the scarp book and tells Eclipse to go play with Lance. Silver's like, who's Lance? And then Shadow explains everything he missed over the last 4 years.
See, I come from a world we call simpler.
Yeah, exactly.
Silver's reaction is he was surprised how everyone got kids.
You would think he, of all people, would understand the mechanics of it.
You know, what really unsettles me is, like, how interconnected all of the Sonic stories are by complete accident. Like, how did they get kids? It's like in Dead or Demon, when Eggman just goes to the orphanage and gets
adopts
Amy.
Amy like a
He
puppy.
acquires Amy.
He
Yeah.
buys her because he had to pay.
Shadow then gives Silver some alone time with the scarp book. 2 hours later, Shadow's cleaning the house, wishing he had a smaller house, and he's like, oh, maybe that's why the cleaning lady wants a raise.
Oh, you think?
Oh my god.
Doesn't Shadow have multiple pools?
Yeah, multiple pools, and they talk about his house more in this chapter also.
Why is Shadow so wealthy? What did he do?
He works for Gum.
Crime.
He saved the world? I don't know.
Yeah, and then he robbed a bank.
And committed tax fraud.
Yeah, just like Yoshi.
And
true.
he's thinking about a plan to tell Silver he's pregnant and tell his friends Silver is alive. And he's aware that he shouldn't have done this without...
Silver doesn't know yet
Yeah, I don't
that
know.
he's pregnant.
He says... Or he's thinking, well, Silver is going to kill me if he finds out that he is. That's the reason I was having sex with many times, to impreg him. Then there's the other side, where I tell everyone that he's still alive, and yeah, I made him into a woman by changing some of his genes.
So
Changing some of his genes. What an amazingly reductive way to describe that.
So Shadow's like, yeah, like, I got him pregnant, and, like, I really shouldn't have done that, and he's gonna kill me when he finds out. But, like, that's why I had sex with him so many times, so to, like, get him pregnant.
It's like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. You probably are. Sometimes people are like, they try to, like, excuse bad behavior by simply describing it. Not explaining it, just describing it. You know? It's like, why did you eat the last of the pizza? Well, see, there was pizza there and I ate it. Like, I know!
That part.
that was the part I wasn't confused about.
Well, you see,
That's
the
basically
reason
what
why
he's
I
doing.
ate the pizza was because it was on the counter, alright?
Yeah.
Are you being Ben Shapiro?
Yeah.
Hypothetically, let's just say that there was enough pizza for everybody. Okay, let's just hypothetically say there's 2 pizzas. Okay, I'm just throwing a number out there. There's 2 pizzas. That's enough for everybody.
but I ate all of it.
Yeah, but I ate all of it, okay? Then by definition, you didn't have it.
It's so funny how easy he is to mock. Because he's so bad at arguing.
Oh, but people give him too hard a time.
Thanks
Go.
for playing Devil's
Ben
Avocado.
Shapiro. No, you don't need to play Devil's Avocado for Ben Shapiro.
You don't say advocado.
I said avocado.
You said advocado.
I meant avocado.
avocado.
I'm sorry.
All right, do you
Sorry,
guys
it's
want
my
to?
nasally voice that makes it hard to understand.
Do you guys want to hear the plan that Shadow came up with?
No, but
Absolutely.
you'll tell us anyway.
Please tell me.
What should I do? Man, oh wait, I have the prefect idea. I should throw a party for Silver or surprise party, then tell Silver later he's pregnant. What a prefect plan.
So you're gonna do like a gender reveal pregnancy announcement party, but not tell Silver.
Until later. I like that the plan is to just do it. Like, great plan. Prefect plan, in fact.
So I'm gonna throw the party. No reason why. Nobody's gonna know why we're throwing this party. And then I'm gonna avoid telling him until everybody's gone, and then tell him.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a perfect plan. It's a prefect plan. Excuse me.
All right. We get Eclipse Pav.
Oh boy.
He's flying to Lance's house because now he has perfect control over his powers. And he's thinking about how it's awesome that he can control his powers already. It's called ESP psychokinesis, or how energy.
Green energy?
What?
You could not have picked a worse term for this.
I run on
There's already a
compost.
thing called green energy.
You know, just give me some eggshells and some banana peel, and I am ready to go. They call me the compost bin.
It's psychokinesis, or as I call it, hand sanitizer. Like, you can't just make up your own term that is the exact same as another
He
term.
is 4 though, so maybe he just hasn't heard of green energy.
I think this author hasn't heard of green energy.
Yeah, it is funny. A lot of this stuff, I'm like, oh, well, Eclipse is just, being a kid, so they're allowed to do these things. But I forget we're talking.
I know. I think it's really funny. I mean, first of all, she introduced Eclipse by saying that he was learning to talk, so he wasn't going to talk very much, but he talks a lot. But I also think she writes the child really well because he.
Honestly, she should just write like a little cute daycare story.
Sonic
where
Babies.
it's
Yeah, but
just-
then we'll get more stuff like, excuse me, daycare teacher, I have to wee.
I also have to dodo.
We'll get more of that. Do we want
just thinking,
more
like-
of that? Really?
Yo, I got a dodo, dog.
Yo, teach. I hate to interrupt your class, but I got a dodo. I'll be right back.
I really gotta take care of this dodo.
It's just squawking, and I think I need to let it outside.
Maybe it needs to poop or something? I don't know. What's going on? This dodo won't shut up.
It's an ancient bird. I don't know anything about it.
It's not that ancient.
So, not very smart.
We have photographs of it.
I'm not
Just
smart.
because it's extinct doesn't mean it's ancient.
Listen, if at this point you haven't determined that I'm stupid, that's your own fault.
Eclipse then starts thinking about how his life will be different now that his mom is with them. And then all of a sudden he flies over Tails and Angie. Angie is Tails' girlfriend, in case you don't remember. She's an
I
OC.
hate Angie.
God. I can tell.
And they call him down to the ground. Tails asks when he got his powers. The last time they saw him, he was being carried away by Eggman. And the first question he has is, when did you get your powers? and then Angie says, where have you guys been?
Yeah.
And Eclipse is like, we've only been gone for 2 days, so there's nothing to worry
Fair.
about. Okay. She looked at me with a glaze, then said we've been gone for a while, 2
Huh?
weeks.
Okay.
If you insist.
A glaze. And Eclipse is just like, guess days pass slower in space.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what?
So they ask where
Run
yeah.
that by me one more time?
days pass slower in space. Is what Eclipse figures.
I guess Eclipse figured that. Which is not
Yeah.
as bad as... Okay. I don't like it. Not a fan.
So they ask where they were again, because they never got an answer. He was just like, don't worry about it. It was only 2 days.
Smart. Good answer.
And then... and then Eclipse remembers that he can't tell anyone. Otherwise he'll get his PS3 taken away. So he tells them that they went to Shadow's beach house.
Shadow
Okay.
has a beach house.
Shadow has
I
a
mean,
beach house.
he's fabulously wealthy, so...
And Tails is like, why did you go there? And we're just like, what kind of a question
Oh, hey,
is
sorry
that?
guys, I couldn't hang out. I was like up at my cottage this weekend. Why were you there? What do you mean, why?
Tails is a genius, and he can't figure out the answer to this question.
Maybe he's just book smart, you know?
So they just... Okay. I think that's a logic
No,
problem. I
he's
don't think
he's
he
actually
needs-
street
anyway.
stupid.
So they decide to walk Eclipse to Lance's house. Even though he was doing fine flying.
Okay.
On his own, whatever. Silver's Pav. Silver's looking through the SCART book, and he's lamenting not being able to be there for Eclipse's first, but then he's glad that he's here to see him grow up, and he starts thinking about Eclipse going to school, and that reminds him that he was only in 10th grade when he got
remember,
pregnant.
guys?
Oh,
This
right,
is
I'm a dummy.
child. Oh, right, I'm a minor.
But I guess no one would wonder what happened to me. Now that I'm 19, I guess I have to take online classes. Talk about teen pregnancy ruin my chances, but I don't regret having Eclipse.
I thought you were... what? Did he just age while he was dead?
Also,
Yeah.
he should be 18. That's what they established earlier in the story, is that he was 18 in this story. And which
Why
would've been
didn't we
14.
understand?
Ugh.
Like, why didn't it occur to us how crazy it is that he aged while dead?
I mean, he wasn't dead, though, because the whole thing was that Nega found him, and he still had a pulse.
Oh. Hold on. Lil Z, wake up!
Zax,
Oh, wait.
you were snoring.
I was snoring while
Do
I
you
was
think
awake.
we just guess when you're asleep?
I thought because I hadn't said anything for a while.
Because you were asleep?
I think you need to stand up.
It's okay. It's okay. Let's just continue.
Okay.
Where are we? What chapter is this?
Still on the second
We're
one.
still on chapter 13.
Ugh, I didn't sleep long enough.
Alright, Silver takes a nap after reading the SCART
Just like
book,
Zax did.
because
I'll be
That's all we
honest,
do
every
in
time
the
you say
story.
SCART book, I want to make an escarpment joke, and I know no one will know or care what escarpment is. It is the least interesting thing I could possibly make a joke about.
well, now it's out there, so there we go.
For those who are curious, it's a long,
So
steep
he-
slope, especially one at the edge of a plateau or separating areas of land at different heights.
Nice. Yay.
Yay, we learned a new word. Maybe this author will learn the word intersex.
They're listening
Okay.
and taking notes like, oh, okay, and... No, that's not how you spell it. I'm just gonna stop before I sound even more dumb.
Hey, guys, I just found out that if there's an isolated rock, hill, knob, ridge, or small mountain that rises abruptly from a gently sloping or virtually level surrounding plain, it's called an incelberg.
Ooh.
also known
That's
as a
fun.
monad knock. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but that's a cool word too. But Inselberg
Sounds like a town.
sounds like where they live.
Yeah, it's when you're a man going your own way. You go live there.
Well, that'd be a MGTOWberg
Yeah.
So
or MGTOWN.
so he wakes
Please make that a D&D thing.
he wakes up from
Oh,
this he wakes up from his nap after reading the SCART book, but then immediately considers taking another nap.
Why is
Even
he?
Lil Z doesn't sleep this much.
Why is this me trying to do schoolwork? I did 5 minutes of work. Time to take a 3-hour break.
Yeah, I know that feel.
So, but then he's like, but my body doesn't seem tired.
Huh.
I wonder why.
It's almost like you just woke up.
But he is hungry, so he decides to get out of bed. I stench out my arms and forgot I had my breasts
Stench
all
out
out.
my arms. Forgot I had my breasts all out.
Not just a little bit out, all out.
Not breasts.
Just
One.
Well,
one
well,
titty
all
out.
out.
Let me
Flavor.
just ask, ladies, is there ever a time you put your boobs away?
When you put them away,
Yeah, you
That's
just
wearing
you
clothes.
just pack them away, and
That's
then they're no
yeah.
longer out.
that's wearing
And-
clothes.
I mean, yeah, but Silver's
That's what
not wearing
he
a
means.
shirt ever.
Yeah.
You know how there's the fairy?
So
What's
he
the
does,
difference?
Yeah, put them away.
Okay,
he goes to the closest to
they're
find some
really
clothes.
goofing it up. Are they typing with one hand or zero?
It's voice to text.
He finds an oversized green sweater and a belt and makes a dress and then goes downstairs.
Is
and
that all
eats
it
Will's
takes to
dinner.
make a dress?
No.
That's all it takes to make a Sonic OC outfit.
Why not?
Yeah.
Like, he pulled down the collar so it was over
I guess,
around
yeah.
his shoulders, like an 80s style, and then
Just really stretch this
a belt
sweater out.
yeah,
and
why not?
Belt around it.
Well, he said that it was already
Okay,
torn,
so it's just a ruined
he was like,
dress.
meh. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
You know,
rebel
the
chic.
torn jean look was a thing, so maybe the torn dress look can be a thing.
It's from the early Yeezy line.
Yeah. Lil Z, wake up!
So yeah, he goes down.
I'm awake. I just didn't say anything.
Okay.
He goes downstairs and Shadow is cooking. We switch to Shadow Pav. Are you hungry? I'm cooking sweet potatoes stew. There's an apostrophe on the potatoes, so it's a sweet
No, it's
potato.
not a sweet potato. They have a friend named Sweet Potato.
You know, there's cream.
I mean,
I don't know why that made me
Tails'
laugh.
name is Miles per
A
hour.
lot.
They might have a friend named Sweet Potato.
That's my new Sonic OC, sweet potato.
Sweet Potato?
I literally. That sounds like a
It does.
My Little Pony.
Oh man, Sweet Potato does sound like My Little Pony OC.
Oh my god.
Lil Z, what color is Sweet Potato?
I guess orange.
Okay, I'm just making sure you're awake. There was only
I
one
was
right
trying to
answer to
think
that
of-
question.
Totally
So
orange.
they have.
Just tasteful orange.
Hold on, real quick, can I just say,
What?
Sweet Potato the OC, anytime they eat stuff, they'll take they're trying something new, and they take a sip of the soup, and they're like, yummy!
Oh.
Thank you, I'll be here all night.
Can we will this into an?
Yummy!
We'll put this in the.
I'll commission some art.
Chicky, are you
Yes.
listening?
I'll commission some art of Sweet Potato standing over the corpse of his enemy. That's right,
yummy.
he's a badass. Victory tastes yummy.
Yummy.
Just keeps using that. So bad.
They have a quiet dinner until Shadow asks him if he wants a surprise party.
not a
Not much of a
surprise
surprise,
then.
yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't know when it'll happen. Maybe that's the surprise. Silver is, like, apprehensive about it. It'd be okay, Silver. Like, really, I'd be doing all the cooking and getting everything set up. He started to cry, saying, well, how will everyone react when they see him as a female? Look, if they judge the way you look, then they're not our real friends. I buy you a nice dress with matching earrings. He stopped crying. I pull him close to me, and so I gave him a comfort hug. He quickly wrapped his arms around my waist. He was shaking. I stork his quails, trying to clam him down.
I love that they did the double bird pun. I stork his quails? That's amazing!
They didn't mean it.
You're a genius!
What were they trying to
My
say?
sweet potato yammy joke can go
Stroke his
die!
quills.
I stork his quails! That's amazing! That gives me life!
Oh my god.
There's a redeeming quality to this story.
Hey,
after all.
you did it, author. Congratulations. You should be really proud of yourself. You made us
That's
legitimately laugh.
incredible. That's incredible!
And then he immediately goes into I stork his quails, trying to clam him down.
Whole animal kingdom is invited! Oh my...
It's really not that funny. But
What do you mean it's hilarious?
Listen.
It is
Like, you
hilarious.
look at the sentence alone, you're like, okay, that's funny. But the fact that they meant something else. They meant that to be a real sentence, and they goofed so bad.
And they
left it in.
They goofed 3 different animals into this one sentence. That's incredible.
They have a triple combo. They did it.
Read the sentence one more time.
Okay. I stork his quails, trying to clam him down.
I stork his quails. I'm writing this down. Trying to clam him down. Incredible.
Oh my god. Excellent. Amazing.
Okay. And then this
Oh,
sentence is
no.
gonna ruin everything. I want to do this so I can get on with my life and somehow later tell Silver
Okay.
he's pregnant.
Well, I mean, I get that, you know. When you know someone's pregnant and they don't know, it's just like,
Yeah.
You just want to get on with
Such
your
an
life.
inconvenience to me.
yeah.
30 minutes later, I got the house all nice and ready. Just need to buy some party stuff, a cake, and buy Silver a dress. So I guess we're having
this
the party
isn't The
right
Sims
now.
where you can just like throw a vent and then it's like your guests will be coming over in 8 hours. Make sure you have all your stuff ready. That's not how real life works.
I stork his quails.
I mean, I guess
You're still laughing about it.
I guess the Sonic characters don't really do anything.
Yeah,
else but
they
hang out
don't.
with
They
each
don't really
other,
have
so-
jobs. They don't like go to school. They don't have hobbies. Oh my god! Wait, the Sonic cast and Bella Swan are the same person.
Oh.
Oh no!
Can we get one shut up, Bella?
Shut up, Bella.
So sad.
I hate Bella Swan just as much as I hate Tess from Camp Rock.
Oh gosh.
So are you
Tess.
just, anytime you talk about Kristen Stewart, are you just going to call her Bella Swan then?
No, because I can separate Kristen Stewart from Bella
Because you
Swan.
couldn't do that with Tess from Camp Rock. I was
Yeah,
so
no.
confused in that other video where that actor is. And I was
Yeah.
so confused because I'd never seen Camp Rock or the other one. So I didn't even have a face to put to it.
She's just Tess from Camp
Well,
Rock.
you should have just remembered the Camp Rock review. I put that.
So you're saying
Put a face
you
all
put,
over
you
it.
put the face on there for 5 seconds, and I'm supposed to remember that for the rest of my life?
I put a several times. She was in several scenes being bad.
I stork his quail.
I like Kristen Stewart. She's done a lot better than Twilight.
Yeah, same thing.
Great.
You know
I
what?
love her.
Actually, over the last week, Lil Z and I watched The Lighthouse with Robert Pattinson, and it is super weird. But
That's a really good movie.
And Willem Dafoe, but specifically Robert Pattinson, put in such a performance. Just absolutely amazing. The way he delivers the word farts in the movie, no joke. I had to watch that like 4 or 5 times. So
man.
good.
We should watch it together.
If you're not the kind of person who likes artsy films and like movies that seem to kind of meander for a long time, don't watch the first 50 minutes of the movie. Because that's setting up stuff thematically and like getting you in a mood. But like if you enjoy that sort of thing, man, watch The Lighthouse. It's on Amazon Prime. It's amazing.
So I'll watch it together one weekend. And then we'll watch Batman when it comes out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see how it'll do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun fact, he said,
I think he'll do
listen,
great.
he said if he, like, goofs it real bad and, like, the movie comes out terrible, he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna do adult film. And, like, you know what? You know what? I hope the movie's terrible.
Robert Eggers is friends with the director of The Lighthouse. Is friends with Robert Pattinson. The two of them are chatting about what movies. You know, do you have anything for me? Robert Eggers is like, I've got this thing. Shows it to him. Robert Pattinson's like, no thanks. And Robert Pattinson specifically said, call me when you get the weirdest thing. And then, like, a little while later, Robert Eggers comes to him and is like, this is the weirdest thing I've ever written. This is easily the weirdest thing.
Yeah,
And he was like, yeah, okay, I'll do it.
I'm ready.
The director of The Lighthouse also directed The Witch,
I love that movie.
I
I
refused to
it's
watch
very
it
good,
because
and
I saw it was called The Vavitch.
I
was like, haha, dumb
Yeah.
title. And then later I found out it's a great movie, and it was taken off Netflix right before I found that out. And I was
It's
like, oh.
so good. I watched it with Yuvia one Halloween, and I was like, oh my god, this is great. It was super
Oh my
scary,
God.
and I hated it, but I'm
We're
like, this
super-
is so good.
It was really. I really. This is. Go like.
It's fun.
we're
It's
Check
so
that
far
off
gone.
your bingo
expected.
board.
I really liked. I listened to a podcast that was like 10 episodes long. And each episode was like between an hour and 2 hours, all about the Salem witch trials and like what went into the like lore of witches and like why and all the political stuff going on. And when I was watching that movie, I was like, wow, they really did their research, because this
A
like
lot of that.
tracks
Yeah, that's
with
really cool.
how witches were portrayed in like the episodes that people would have and stuff. I was like, dang, this is so cool. And the reason we watched it is because my brother watched
I
The
see.
Lighthouse and really liked that movie, and then found out it's the
went
same
back.
director.
See, I'm
So,
thinking
yeah.
maybe Shadow is some kind of witch, and that's why he's such a bastard.
Listen, as a witch, I say no.
Okay, whatever.
He is the ultimate life form.
Hey, Zax. Really
All right,
quick,
we're in
before we move on,
Silver
Zax,
Pop.
my last
Aw,
request
man.
before we get back on track, when you're editing this, can you please put up that picture of Robert Pattinson in the kitchen with the sweatpants and the shirt?
Okay.
Thanks. I just want everybody to see this because it's my favorite picture right now.
It's very good.
It's so good.
I believe in the existence of Shadow the Hedgehog more than I believe in witches.
You've never seen me and Shadow the Hedgehog in the same room before.
Carina, that's a damning indictment
Damn.
of you.
Yeah.
Alright, so what does Shadow do now?
Yeah.
Also, how's Shadow doing?
Well, we're in well, we're in Silver Pop, so we don't get to know how Shadow's doing yet.
Okay.
But Shadow convinced Silver to have the party, and then tells him Shadow tells Silver that he wants to do it with him tonight.
Okay.
And that goes nowhere. And then Silver is scared about how his friends will react when they find out that he's alive and that he's quote-unquote female. And then he also mentions that Shadow has a second living room and 3 kitchens.
You have such a big house.
3
Guys,
kitchens.
I think we need to guillotine Shadow.
I guess what I just don't understand though is like, is Silver intersex anymore or just female?
No,
Yeah,
he's still
got a
intersex.
big old donger and some balls.
But everybody just deciding, we're like, we're gonna pick your pronouns now.
Holy cow. Team, I just realized that, like, whoa. Silver now has not 1, but 2 gooches.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Double the fun.
And 5 holes.
Coming in 5th hole.
Oh, man.
So while he's waiting for Eclipse to come home, his stomach starts hurting, and he runs to the bathroom and throws up in the sink. He's like, oh, I must have eaten too much stew.
Uh-huh. Yep.
And that's
Oh,
the end
man.
of his pop. Well, okay, so here's a thing that I think is interesting. In this story and a lot of other stories that have, like, morning sickness in them, people will say that, like, their stomach starts hurting. And for me, maybe this is different for other people, but, like, the feeling of the feeling that you get when you're about to throw up is not that it hurts. It's a different feeling entirely.
Yeah, the feeling I get is kind of akin to when I feel like I'm about to cry, where my jaw feels heavy.
Oh, yeah,
well,
like
for
really
me, it's
tight.
like my jaw feels really heavy,
Yeah.
and like my lower jaw is filling with saliva or something.
Yeah. Well, you know why that happens.
For pleasure,
Well, your mouth.
for comfort.
Your mouth fills with saliva before you throw up, so that the bile and the
So
vomit
literally
doesn't
for
erode your teeth.
comfort.
Your body's
Yeah.
like,
You're
your
like,
body's
you're gonna
like,
enjoy this, bud.
your
Check
body's,
this out.
baby, this is gonna hurt. We're gonna keep you safe for a second.
Yeah. Hold
I
on
always
tight,
hate
kiddo.
throwing up.
What was that, Zach?
I always hate throwing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anyone who
I don't think
enjoys
it's a
it.
thing.
I guess it's just like, it always feels like, I wish there was a way it just didn't have to happen.
But most of the time, after you throw up, you feel better. So, like, you don't like doing it, but then you feel better after.
Much worse after. But only because it
Oh.
usually gives me
Well,
a really
I
bad
feel-
headache. Yeah.
Headache? Yeah.
I have like
Me too,
I don't know if it's a
sometimes.
phobia, but like I really hate that. So after I haven't like yacked in quite a while, but like afterwards I have a panic attack.
Oh.
Yeah, my problem is like, it's never just the once. It's always gonna happen
Oh.
at least, like, I get like sick, so it's gonna happen at least 2 more times, so I never know when it's over, so I don't feel better.
Weirdly enough, for me, when I was a kid, that used to be my experience. When I got older, it turned into one enormous throw up, and that's it. It
One
just
and
goes,
done.
One and done.
and it's not even like a "Ugh" sound. It's me just screaming, and I'm vomiting. I'm just screaming at the top of my lungs, and it's all coming out, and then it's over, and then I have a bad headache,
Oh man, I'm like
and I
half.
fall back, and I go, I completed.
I'm sweating because I'm like, oh, this conversation making me uncomfy, but I'm also like, why is this funny?
I mean,
Because we're delirious from the story.
Oh god.
and we're looking for excuses to get out.
Oh man, do you guys think we
Shadow Puff?
Yeah, keep going, please.
Shadow goes to the station square to get Silver's dress.
Okay. Great.
He
These
sees
things
Sonic
are-
wearing a leather jacket and smoking a cigarette.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no, Chronic the Hedgehog.
He's like, ugh, no time to
Wait,
deal
is
with
he
him.
green and
So
wearing Tim's?
no, okay, so
It's you,
he does say he sees Sonic wearing a leather jacket like Scourge, but he was smoking a cigarette.
Scourge,
Unlike
suppose?
Scourge, I guess. I know. I don't.
He's just been
Also,
hanging out with Scourge, and he's a bad influence.
Do you think Scourge vapes?
I definitely think that Scourge vapes.
You think he rips those fatty ghosts?
He absolutely does. At the
Rips
worst
like
times.
cotton? You know, I used to work with somebody who would vape. He was vaping during training, and literally he could not find another spot to blow his smoke, his fatty ghost, except
Vapor.
directly into his mic.
Sorry, I forgot when we used to play D&D, and our friend would vape in the middle of games.
Oh, U-Bone? Yeah, he would just... We'd be like, U-Bone, what do you think about that? You'd be like... Whoa. Like, he would take a long inhale, which gives him a chance to think about what his response will be, and his only response is, what?
We're like, Yubis, we're in combat right now. Please make a decision.
Remember that time you were facing down against a red dragon and he decided to take a nap?
Yeah.
I don't mean he took a nap. I mean his character took a nap.
Who is it? Silver?
Yeah, I guess. And then the dragon stole his Timbs.
Yeah.
So...
What is it? I don't know what this is the last thing before we move on. The group of people that we play D&D with, I don't know what it is about us and getting shaken down by dragons, because it's happened several times
I mean, you
across
guys are
different campaigns.
We're all chaotic stupid is the problem.
I guess my question is, so his character bailed on the party and was
so
like,
it's him and Carina's character. U-Bone and Carina's character are standing next. I call him U-Bone for some reason. I don't know when we started calling him that. Eunice and Carina, they're standing next to each other. Their characters are standing next to each other. The dragon comes back. Jalen's character is stealing the dragon's hoard behind him.
All
And
of
so
it.
The two of them are acting as a distraction, and the dragon comes up to them and is like, "Where is my hoard?" And you know, Karina's like, Mr. Dragon,
Listen,
I don't know.
I
And,
tried not to sound like that.
Yeah, she sounds like a scrawny little baby.
Yeah, because that's my character, scrawny little baby,
not
and
really,
not the avatar of Lathander.
I mean, that's an unrelated fact.
Yeah.
About your character. But then Yubis is like, I don't know what to do, so I'm gonna take a nap.
So
Then
it's
just leaves Karina's character standing there holding the bag.
trying to
With the
act
red
like
dragon breathing in her face.
giving me fire damage.
so, oh
You only woke
gosh.
up when it was time to run away.
Meanwhile, Skylar's
I
character
think
is doing something else.
I mean, he climbed a mountain on his own.
Oh yeah, was this when he was doing that?
Yeah, he was doing monk training.
Okay.
Okay,
Guys,
back
this
to
chapter
the
is almost over,
Yes,
and
we can do it.
gets crazy at the
Oh,
end.
no.
I mean, crazier. I
Okay,
guess.
thank you.
Oh gosh.
So, Shadow just walks past Sonic because he doesn't have time
Yeah.
for it. But Sonic grabs his arm and asks why he didn't say anything to him and what he's doing with all his bags.
Huh?
Shadow.
What?
Okay.
He has a bunch of bags from like shopping for the party.
Oh, okay.
But it's a weird question. Like, if you saw someone shopping, why would you be like, "What are you doing with all this?"
Not.
I thought
I would ask
dare you
what's
have
in the
things.
bags, or like, what'd you buy, or what's up,
or
or
hi.
need
Yeah.
help with that.
When you said bags,
So-
I thought you meant like duffel bags, like he's moving.
You move with duffel bags?
I don't know what people pack
Exclusively.
stuff with.
Boxes.
Like, no, you're like, oh, I gotta
Exclusively
leave
duffel
quick.
bags.
You put all your stuff in your gym bag and you go.
When do you move but also have to leave quick?
when you're leaving
called
someone.
running
Yeah,
away.
when you're
that's
running
just
away.
fleeing.
I didn't.
Does that happen a lot?
No, I didn't think of like what the word was, so I just said moving.
Okay.
So Shadow tells him that it's none of his business, and then carries on his way.
Fair enough.
Now we get 3-person Pav.
Oh no.
Huh? Not.
Three-person
Okay.
Pav.
Third person.
Oh.
I was concerned that it was okay.
Shadow comes home and Shadow comes home and shows Silver his new red dress and diamond earrings,
Wow.
and then they
Passionate.
start having a fun private time.
Yeah, they played Buggle.
While they were upstairs making love, Sonic came over to Shadow's house. He was curious why did Shadow had all those bags, but once he was going close to the kitchen, he heard moaning.
I love that Sonic is like, okay, I'm gonna search his house. We don't even get a description of how he gets in.
He just
Not
appeared.
even a suggestion of it. He's just
Homing
in.
attack.
Oh, that's it? Homing attack?
Spin dash.
He light dashes. There's a line of rings going in through a window, and he just light dashes through.
He turned his head where the sound was coming from, then notices it came from upstairs. Shadow had made Silver get on his force, so he bending over his butt high. His breasts were... Sorry. It's really hard to read.
Oh no.
It was really hard
breasts-
to write as well.
I don't think it
When
was.
you're using your elbow.
His breasts were flopping back and forward.
Oh, that's the worst way to describe it.
You know, I'm trying to
sexy.
imagine this, and I guess it's hot. I
think
guess.
flopping was a poor choice.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
like
a very
bouncing
poor choice.
or
Like bouncing is like, ooh, like it's kind of cute, fun, and sexy.
this isn't-
Flopping
this is-
around.
Well, this isn't. I mean, when you're on all fours, it's not gonna go up and down really. It's
It's
gonna go left and right or forward and backwards. So
Like-
I kind of get it.
Is
But,
swing is not a good word either. Maybe you just
I'm trying to
don't
think of the
describe
right
it.
word for it.
Maybe don't describe it.
What about just moved?
moving. Yeah.
It's not as fun, sexy, or interesting, but you know, it's okay.
At least it's
not
bland
better
enough to
than
get me
It's
through.
not flopping.
Sonic finally made it to the door of Shadow's room. He stopped to hear heavy breathing and the bed moving. With one push of the hand, he saw Shadow on top of Silver. Shadow? What? Is that Silver?
You're
And then
in
this
my home.
This is in the same paragraph. Like, they didn't even hit enter for a new line.
I see it
the
right
author's
now.
note.
Oh, okay. Here we are.
Hello,
author's
colon
note.
3. Yeah, I wanted to end this chapter in a Akaweird Stituon.
Ooh boy!
Guess
Guess what? We're on another chapter.
Yay!
Chapter 14.
What does Shadow have to say to Sonic, having barged into his home?
Oh, you just wait. This scene.
I am.
It's wild. Okay, chapter 14, Secrets. Chapter 11, 3-person Pav.
Do they just consistently say 3-person pov?
Yes, they do.
Yay.
So I'm just really wrapping my head around how crazy would it be for you to break into a friend's home? That's already crazy. You go in there, and then when you get there, you find them having sex with someone you thought died 4 years ago.
Also,
And now they're a woman.
Oh
Also-
boy, I am shocked and surprised.
It's like, I
Shadow
have so many
spec-
questions here.
Shadow specifically used Chaos Control to get home because he didn't want Sonic to follow him. But that didn't matter because Sonic knows where he
Oh
lives.
my
why
God.
does it matter? Unless you didn't want him to see...
Okay.
I don't know, whatever.
There was standing ex-fiancé and his other ex-fiancé with bed with someone that everyone thought was dead. I don't know what that
They
means.
tried.
I mean, I definitely understood the concept, but it really felt like a constellation of ideas rather than a sentence.
Shadow picked himself off of Silver's body, then pulled a blanket to cover Silver's body.
That
Sonic-
makes it seem like Silver's dead. Again.
Yeah.
Sonic was speechless what he was seeing and didn't really care if he walked in while they were doing.
Oh.
Doing
Silver
what?
also picked himself... doing.
Alright.
Silver
They were
also
doing
picked himself...
completion.
Okay.
Not yet, they weren't.
They were doing.
Silver-
Once they've done completion, it's over.
Oh.
Then they've completed.
Silver also picked himself, then wrapped the blanket around his body and moved closer to Shadow. Shadow, this is why you didn't want to sleep with me? Because of him? I told you, was... Let me start that over. I thought you told me he was dead, and what the heck happened to his body? No, I want to know why you in my house.
Good. Good response.
Yeah.
You were acting all weird, and I just wanted to know why. Shadow, you better tell me what the hell is happening, because I'm so angry now.
Me too.
I don't know who's saying this, because now they're not using any dialogue tags.
Right.
I think this is supposed to be Silver. Sonic, why are you so angry with him? He's a good Don't talk to me, you twit. Hey, watch your mouth, you shit. Leave him out of this.
Wait, what?
Now tell me why.
It's a bitch.
Can I just say, when I was in
I mean, that's
college,
Shadow.
I had an RA who once heard me swear, and Zach's are gonna either have to cut or censor this. They said, "Hey, watch your mouth."
Oh, that was funny. I wasn't ready for that.
Leave him out of this. Now tell me why are you really here for? Well, I was planning to pawning my wedding ring, knowing I'm never going to use it.
Say, well, that's why I broke into your home, to pawn something I already had.
Well, and then, no. Listen to Shadow's answer. Alright. Like me, get it, because it's not in here.
What?
So I guess Sonic proposed to Shadow.
No.
No, Shadow was proposed to Sonic, and they were fiancés, and then they broke it off. Shadow had already purchased the ring, did not sell the ring back, and Sonic believes himself to be entitled to the ring even though they're not getting married, and Shadow also agrees that Sonic is entitled to the ring, and so he's gonna go get the ring that he bought originally for Sonic.
And all this is happening
Weird.
while they got interrupted having fun times. And Sonic broke into his house. Like, he all of a sudden switches to like, yeah, that makes sense. I'll go get it for
everything
you.
you just said made sense, Sonic. Okay. I mean, to be fair, rings are extremely important to hedgehogs.
That's true. Very true. Shadow got off the bed, but before he left the room, he kissed Silver on the lips, then left. Sonic found this digest, maybe wishing he was Silver's place. Silver felt awkward in the same room with Sonic. He felt a bad vibe around him.
I'm feeling bad vibes too. This story sucks.
Yeah.
Silver Pov!
Yay.
Silver is sitting there awkwardly with Sonic, and then he apologizes for being alive because he thinks Sonic is mad at him.
Okay.
And Sonic says, no, I'm actually happy that you're alive. And then Silver says this, but I thought it was Sonic. They did really bad with dialogue tags in this chapter. Yeah, no, I can be there for my sweetie hedgehog. He stomped his foot with force. He shocked the floor a little. Sonic did the stomping. He was angry. And then he goes over to the bed and yanks the covers off of Silver and starts accosting him.
Oh, no.
And he is saying, like, really insensitive things about his body, of course.
Thank you for not reading them.
Go a chapter without that. And then Silver has a really good answer. I don't know what happened to me, too, but I'm still me.
Good answer.
Well, good for you, Silver.
Good job.
And then Sonic starts assaulting him.
Oh.
So Sonic pulls him down to the floor, and the way Silver talks to him, he's like so cash about it, even though... Then I felt his foot near my crotch. He placed his foot on my shaft. I was worried he was going to hurt me.
Oh.
But he said, why do I have a shaft and have breasts, and I am a male? You know, Sonic, I really don't know, but can you take off your foot of my you-know-what?
Oh, yeah, I mean...
His
Sorry, I
foot?
didn't realize.
What?
My bad. Good.
Can you take off your foot of my you-know-what? In a replied, he took his foot off, then grabbed me by my left arm and threw onto the bed.
Oh no.
And then Sonic gets really close to him and tells him that Shadow is just going to use him to have more babies and then kill him again. Silver is like, no, he would never do that.
I mean,
he's already done that.
He has a history.
And then Shadow comes running back into the room and tells Sonic to get off of him, and Sonic doesn't, and he starts chalking Silver.
No.
My vision was getting all my vision was getting all blurry for some reason.
Burry.
For some reason. And then the last thing he sees is Shadow pulling Sonic off of him. And then we switch to Shadow Pov. I guess Silver passes out? I don't know. Shadow tells Sonic to leave. Sonic is like, you said you would always be there for me. And Shadow tells him that was 3 years ago. You need to get over it. And then Sonic says, I can't because of all the stuff we did together. Like how I was his first kiss, first to talk about his feelings, and first to lose his virginity.
Okay.
First to lose his virginity. Shadow tells him that they used to have something, but they don't anymore, so he needs to leave. And Sonic leaves.
Okay.
And then Shadow closes the bedroom door and approaches Silver, but Silver kind of cowers away and tells him to stay away. And then he runs into the bathroom and throws up.
As you
Guessing this secret wouldn't last forever, I think I have to tell him. But would he hate me if he find out that I got him pregnant again? When I enter the bathroom, when I enter the bathroom, he had his head inside the toilet. Will this truth breaks us apart or make us stronger? An answer I'm too afraid to know. And that's like interesting, and we could have continued, but no, we switched to this Eclipse Pov and just boring. I don't know why this is even here. Eclipse is eating cookies, and he's at Lance's house, which is Rouge's house. He's eating cookies, and before he can offer one to Lance, he's gonna go offer one to Lance. Lance like snatches both of the cookies and flies into the air because he's like, haha, you can't reach me. But then Eclipse just uses his ESP, his green energy, to grab him and gets his cookies back.
And that's the whole scene. Worthwhile investment.
That's the whole scene. Why is that here?
Okay.
We're back to Shadow, though. Silver locked himself in the bathroom. He's crying and throwing up. Shadow tries to talk to him, but Silver won't answer at all. And when he, like, in response, he just throws something at the door. And Shadow's like, I wonder what Sonic told him. Oh well, better give him some space, because we're going to have to talk later. Can't keep this secret for long.
Fair.
20 minutes later, he still hasn't stopped crying. He still hasn't stopped crying. I'm getting very irritated with all his crying, so I daced to go talk to Sonic.
Okay.
The person he just threw out of his house for assaulting his boyfriend. He's gonna go talk to...
Why does this happen in the story?
I don't... Well... Okay, I don't know.
Like... Is the author reading this as they're writing? Or
I
is
don't
this just
think...
like...
I think they're just going.
And that deadline was what?
They had adoring fans. This story has like 48 reviews.
They had deadlines to maintain.
And 34 favs.
Favs?
Yeah.
Why are you saying it like that?
That's how it's spelled. F-A-V-S.
I dislike that. Well,
So, while Shadow is leaving, he sees Rouge approaching with Eclipse, and he's like, can you just watch Eclipse for a while, because I'm going to go take care of something. And somehow Rouge knows it's about Sonic, and she's like, okay, cool. So Shadow teleports to Tails' workshop, and no one is there. I don't know why he goes there, because he goes upstairs to, like, the house part and finds Sonic, and is surprised that Sonic is there. So I'm like, why did you go...
Why did you... I guess to find out about Tails, but, like from Tails, but... Okay.
Does Sonic not have a house? He has a house. I don't know. This sentence is wild. He must be live with Tails now since he stopped working for Sega, even though they've been calling him for days.
What?
I'm sorry, what?
I don't know.
Rogue, explain.
I don't know. I put this here because I thought someone would explain it to me.
Okay. Well, oh god.
Like, is it the
Huh?
video games? Are those... He's
So
like,
are they
an actor, but for games?
Well, you know,
Or-
let me give you a little bit of a lore scoop about something other than Sonic for a second. So, you know Goofy?
Of
The character Goofy?
Disney?
Yeah. So, you know how, like, Mickey Mouse was in Steamboat Willie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Originally, Goofy was similar. But Goofy wasn't... Like, Mickey... In Steamboat Willie, Disney made the movie Steamboat Willie, and Mickey Mouse is an actor playing Steamboat Willie.
Right.
Right? So, Goofy was originally not a cartoon actor. Goofy was a character played by a cartoon actor named George G. Geef.
Oh.
I don't like that last name.
I hate it. And
Too
later,
close to another word.
George G. Geef got kind of retconned out of existence.
Good.
So that Goofy could be the main thing. So
Interesting.
maybe it's something like that, where Sonic plays a fictionalized version of himself in Sega's properties.
I like that. He stopped working for Sega, even though they've been calling him for days.
I'm okay.
Sonic,
really
I got
want
another
this?
big role for you. You'll play
Do you really
yourself yet again.
Do you really want this hedgehog to represent your company?
I mean, he's
Sega, I'm really-
crazy.
Sega,
He's
I'm
kinda
really upset that
crazy.
you've been typecasting me as just like Sonic the Hedgehog this whole time. I am an actor. I can do more than just this.
Yeah. I can do more than go fast.
Sometimes I go slow.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
I mean, we all know that's not true.
Yeah.
So he finds Sonic. Sonic is at the table with a beer in his hand, crying and pounding the table. He's wondering why Shadow wants Silver and not him. And he's like, did he lie to me about Silver being dead? It was really hard understanding him. He was sobbing so much and complete drunk. After a few seconds, he was done whining. I walk in and place my hand onto Sonic's shoulder.
Sorry,
He
did you
picks
say
his-
the word whining?
Yeah.
Okay.
After a few seconds, he was done whining. He picks his head up slowly, tears running all over his face, and
All
sniffles.
Oh no!
Cool.
I just picture like tear ducts on his forehead.
Gross. I was just imagining like gravity wasn't a thing, and it's just like everywhere. Sonic, we need to talk. I'm sorry I've been ignoring you. Without an answer, he'd jump up from his sit and gave me a huge hug.
From his sit.
He surprised...
Gosh, it does not take Sonic that much to get going.
No, any attention from Shadow and he's good.
Sonic is so thirsty.
He surprises me with the hug, but I didn't want to ruin his happy moment, so I also wrapped my arms around him. He hugged tighter back. This person just assaulted your boyfriend and broke into your house.
Yeah.
But don't ruin his...
Shoot the breeze.
I mean,
10 minutes later.
the only person who's allowed to ruin Silver's day is Shadow.
Yeah.
Am I wrong? Like,
No. And that's why I couldn't sleep with you, Sonic. I'm a horrible person and don't desire anyone in my life. I killed Silver 4 years ago and use you as my pleasure toy for the last 7 months. I don't blame you if you end up hating me.
Jesus. I mean, I guess I'm glad you acknowledged that you did wrong, but, like, Jesus.
Sonic starts blushing, and Shadow thinks he might be trying to seduce him again. But Sonic tells Shadow that he's a bad person too because he cheated on Shadow while they were together.
What?
And Shadow wants... yeah. And Shadow wants to know with who. And Sonic is like, you already know the guy. But then we change point of views. We go back to Silver.
What?
This is like a freaking soap opera. Where it's like something interesting. Let's go to this other story. I thought I could trust him again. How could he do this to me? I let him touch my body, my heart, my everything. So even though he just said that, the following sentence is about how Sonic is wrong and Shadow would never do that to him.
Okay.
That's what we needed to learn.
Would never do that to him, even though he already has once. I can't be in this house anymore. The things Shadow did to me in this room 4 years ago's. I can't seem to let go. Once I got on my two legs.
Yeah, what a weirdo. I can't let go. I'm stuck in the past.
Once I got on my two legs, without falling back down, I felt lightheaded. Why do I feel so lightheaded and the need to vomit? The other thing was I couldn't stop puking. I didn't that much stew.
Both felt the need to vomit and was vomiting? That's crazy. How did that even happen?
It's like a mind over matter deal. Like, see it, wish it, do it.
Wow. That's really wise.
Something is wrong with me. I'm just hoping I don't have a fever. I opened the door slowly to see if Shadow was there, but he was gone. So then Silver decides to run away, but he wants to take Eclipse with him this time, but he doesn't know where he is.
Great
I wanted
parenting.
to leave. I wanted to leave,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I didn't
He's
want
just
Eclipse to
missing.
think me as a bad mother. So I'm just run away this time. I also need to find him. Good thing he told where his secret lab was. I rashed downstairs to the back down of the house. Sorry, I didn't realize how crazy this was. I rashed downstairs to the back down of the house. I took one look at this house, then left to see him. So he says Eclipse, but then says, I know where his secret lab was. So I was like, what? Who? Huh?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he's talking about Eggman Nega. But that's the end of chapter 14.
Yay! One
Yay.
more left.
Yay!
We're making good time. We're under 3 hours.
We're doing it, team. We can do it.
Hey, this team, we get distracted, but we get it done.
Takes us forever, but we get it done.
Yeah. We're also really bad at it.
Yeah, but we get it done.
The tortoise and the hare.
And we're all the tortoise.
And also the hair.
Yeah.
Just goof off too much. Alright. Chapter 15. Trade a broken heart for a new one. Chapter 12.
Okay.
Shadow off. Shadow wants to know who Sonic cheated on him with. That's how this chapter opens again, even though that was the last thing we heard. And he promises he won't get mad. He's just curious. Does anyone have any guesses? Who might it be?
Let's see. It could be Amy. Because he has been really stupid with Amy.
It's a male character.
Tails.
No.
No?
No.
Oh.
What if it's Eggman?
It's
Oh god, what if it is?
it's not a common ship. This person only appeared in chapter 2, but I didn't include him in my notes, so I don't know if I mentioned him, like, in the video.
How about Jet the Hawk?
Ooh, that was a good guess, but no.
Oh man, I really don't know that.
What? I think he's from Sonic 06.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Mephiles.
Mephiles, yeah. Memphis. Yep,
What?
that's who it is.
Oh, because Mephiles resembles Shadow. I get it.
Yeah. So, Sonic Pov. Yeah, I guess I forgot to tell Shadow that when we went out a long time ago, way back before we got engaged. But it was only a one time, and we didn't do anything much. Just hugs and kisses.
I mean,
The
that's
guy
still, like...
Cheating.
Yeah.
I don't know
The guy
why
I
they're
cheated on
acting-
Shadow.
whatever.
The guy I cheated on Shadow during our engagement was Mephiles. Guilty to say, also say I slept with him more than I was with Shadow, but I could never tell Shadow that. Sadly, have to tell him.
Huh?
That sentence was bad.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. Not one bit.
So, I don't understand this part. Because at first I thought that the author messed up this next part and meant to say Mephiles but said Silver instead. But then that still doesn't make sense. So I think they were trying to say that like Sonic and Silver were together at one point. But
What?
so Silver, he says Silver and I were only a thing. Silver and I were only a one-time thing when we went out, Shadow, but I told him that I didn't want a three-way relationship. The only reason he said yes because he thought he'd be close to you and not me. I was worried he was going to take you away from me. Shadow didn't say a word, but only said that we are now even, but he wanted me to tell him what have I told Silver to get him so upset.
That was incredible. Everything that you just said was, like, all the wrong words. Like, all of them. I mean, like...
All of them.
Didn't he see Silver being, assaulted?
He was the one that was like, Shadow's kind of weird. You don't want to hang out with him. But I guess I'm dating Shadow. I don't... Because I thought... I'm so confused.
I'm the fact that like you read this and took notes and you're
Twice.
confused.
I thought that Sonic started dating Shadow while Silver was missing.
Yeah, that's what I thought happened.
While he was in his coma.
Like, you can't retcon something that big.
I know. They can, apparently.
The
Yeah,
author
I guess
just
I was
did.
wrong.
So, Sonic is showing some regret about what he said to Silver, and he apologizes. Oh my gosh, I'm taking
You're
on the
devolving.
authors. Yeah.
We're all losing it.
He apologizes, saying he was in a rage. He tells Shadow what he said, and then he said when Silver called Shadow his sweetie hedgehog, it made him rage because Silver used to call him that when they went out, and he only gives nicknames to people he really loves. So I'm like, Sonic, who are you jealous of at this point? You just want both of them?
I don't know.
Oh, my brain
wants-
hurts.
He wants to be the only one loved, I guess. And then Shadow does some slut shaming, and he asks Sonic why he's so upset while he was being a little whore.
Oh,
Yeah.
gross.
And then Sonic tells Shadow that when Shadow was being boring, he would go to Mephiles to have fun. He was like,
This-
remember that one time I wanted to go to the fair and you didn't want to go? Well, I went with Mephiles instead.
Ugh,
Jeez.
this is genuinely upsetting to me.
This is bad.
Yeah, we're almost done.
No, I just don't like cheating and...
I know.
Like, this author, I don't know what was going on in their brain that was like, here we go. This is the story I'm gonna tell.
All the drama.
It's so bad.
In the worst way.
I don't like it.
He does apologize for being a bad boyfriend. Sonic does, like, while they were together. And Shadow is heartbroken. It's like, that's the words that are used. The word that is used.
Weird.
Says that Shadow is heartbroken. But Sonic gets closure and is fine just being friends with Shadow now. And he decides he needs to apologize to Silver. Hey, look, a conflict was resolved. Wild.
Weird, yeah.
Now we're at Silver Spav.
Okay.
I don't know what to do. I want to bring Eclipse with me, but I don't know where he could be. Well, I'm taking a shortcut around Center City to his place.
Center City?
I don't know if that's a real place in Slag.
Of course it's not.
There's only Station Square and Chow Garden and Green Hill Zone. And Pumpkin Hill.
You ready?
Oh. Are there any... Oh my gosh, I need to find a Sonic fanfic that takes place at Pumpkin Hill.
Ooh.
I ain't gonna let it get to me. I'm just gonna creep.
I have that song on my iPod.
It's a great song.
It is a very good song. I still don't know where Silver is going. He just says his place.
I don't know where the story's going.
Yeah. Then I heard his voice. I ran around the corner to see Rouge with Eclipse. I saw him eating an ice cream outside to a near and open store.
Okay. Sure.
Silver gets Eclipse's attention, and Eclipse starts walking towards him, but Rouge stops him. And then Silver just picks up Rouge and throws her across the city.
As you do.
What?
It says across the city, to the other side of the city.
I guess that's why they call it Escape from the City.
He says, I'm sorry, Rouge, but I need my child with me.
Well, okay. Fine.
And then, Rouge comes back. That he, like, picks up Eclipse and starts running. Rouge comes back and catches up to them.
Cool.
And then, out of nowhere, they get teleported somewhere familiar.
Oh no.
Okay.
Wow, we were close to the place I was going to, but who teleported us here, and what was the blue flash come from? Don't know.
I'm a little concerned, but
I do not
fine.
understand.
So Silver tells Eclipse that he's going to be away from Daddy for a little while, because Daddy is keeping secrets. How you talk to your 4-year-old about their father. And he goes to Eggman Nega's lair, so I guess that's who he was talking about before, and has and knows a password to get in for some reason.
okay.
And Silver is basically using Nega's lair as, like, I'm gonna go stay at my mom's house for a while he's fighting with Shadow. And he tells Nega that he's fighting with Shadow and asks if he can stay there in his old room, which, that's weird.
Such a weird way to phrase that.
Yeah. So Silver takes Eclipse to his room, and I need to find this line. I didn't write it down. Eclipse looks at the moon through a mirror. It's very confusing.
Are you sure it's not super cool?
Eclipse let go of my hand and ran up to the large mirror. He was looking at the moon, seeing how bright and big it was.
That's pretty cool.
Silver takes a bath with Eclipse, and he's shy to show his son his body. But Eclipse doesn't say anything about it. But
Good kid,
Eclipse is so afraid of the water that Silver has to ask him how Daddy gets him to take a bath.
Wow.
He snuggled his face into my chest fur. Then he said that Shadow would ask only 2 times. If he didn't listen, he would be spank. No child of my would ever be spank. If anyone would ever hurt my son, it'd be hell on that day. So that's another redeeming quality of the story, right?
Well, it's a redeeming quality of one character in the story.
Okay, that's fair. So they go back downstairs, and Nega is setting the table with dinner. This is dinner.
Well, okay.
Listen to what is being served for dinner. Noodles with cream corn, mashed potatoes, strawberry pie, and some iced tea.
What? That's not dinner.
Can you read that back again?
Noodles with cream corn, not mashed potatoes, but mashed potatoes, strawberry pie, and some iced tea.
Half of those things don't even sound like food.
Noodles with cream corn.
And who... Can I just say real quick, cream corn is actually a really quick way to add some interesting creaminess to like a cream sauce if you're trying to make it from home, right? And you want to, if you're gonna put corn in it anyway, just go for it. But strawberry pie, I've never heard of anyone making strawberry pie.
I mean, like strawberry rhubarb pie, right?
I mean, I've never had it, but I've heard of that.
It's good. And then he also brings out a pot of chicken stew. Stew for every dinner. It's like chili dogs or stew.
I had stew tonight. It was pretty good.
Stew is very
I
good.
love stew. But like stew all the
Especially
time.
in the fall.
I love fall stew and soup. But like
My mom used to make the best stew.
no.
Rest in peace.
Your
Just
mom's
kidding. She's not dead.
she's not dead. And I was about to say, I'm like,
Did she die? When did
Your
she
mom's
Is this how you're telling us?
your mom's not dead, right?
Nah, she ain't dead.
The soup is though, because we ate it.
No, because, yeah, that's what happens. You cannibalize the soup.
And then you gobble it up.
He says that the smell reminds him of Shadow's cooking, and then he doesn't feel hungry anymore, but he eats dinner anyway, and they chit-chat.
Okay.
And then Nega tells Silver that Shadow probably cured him of his illness, and that's why he's not sick anymore.
Oh! That made a lot of sense.
That makes so much sense.
Alright, we're back in the room for bed, and Eclipse is asking where his dad is. How could I told him that I run away from his father? Don't worry, okay? Me and Daddy won't ever fight. Those last words, I bite my lip for lying to him.
Yeah, that's an unforced error.
Why did you say that?
And then he kisses Eclipse and goes and cries in the bathroom.
Yes, you do.
You did this to yourself.
Fair enough.
Back with Shadow. Sonic and Shadow are walking back to Shadow's house. Sonic wants to hold Shadow's hand, and I'm like, why? What happened to your closure? Why are you being weird again? All of a sudden, Rouge runs up to them in tears and tells Shadow that Eclipse was kidnapped in her care again.
Oh, you
this
idiot.
happened. I place a hand in her shoulder, asking her to clam down. After a few seconds, she said Eclipse and her were walking back at her house. She daced to take a shortcut in the city. She also bought Eclipse an ice cream as a small treat. Then she remembered she had to pay her phone bills, so Eclipse was sitting front of the store while she was inside. When she was paying her bills, some guy told her that her child is wandering off. By the time she got outside, the kidnapper ran off with Eclipse. The person used some weird blue energy and sent her flying off across the city, but she was determined to save Eclipse this time. Now she knows Silver and knows what his power is.
Uh-huh.
Wouldn't you be like sus about that? How far away were you? How could you not tell it was Silver? Also, Rouge. Too much detail before you got to the important part.
Yeah.
She's like, we were walking back to my house. I decided to give him an ice cream. I needed to pay my phone bill. Like
nobody
just
cares
what-
about any of this.
That's not the part that's important. Okay.
What happened to my son?
So Rouge finally tells him the whole story and says the only thing she could think to do was call the cops, which is so funny to me that they're like superheroes. She calls the cops.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure she works for Gunn in this story. What?
she works for Gunn in every story.
I know, but like, who knows what... Sonic works for Sega in this story, so...
That's true. So Gunn exists and Sega exists.
I'm just floored that Sega exists.
Sega
It reminds me-
is in the world of... So
Sega.
Are you telling me that the games that we have played of Sonic the Hedgehog are biographical in universe?
Well, you know what it reminds me of is in the Pokemon games how you can go to the Game Freak like building.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me. It gives me that vibe so strong, where it's
But
like
see,
kind of breaking the fourth wall.
Kind of, except Game Freak, so Game Freak makes games, and they're allowed to make games other than Pokemon games, and there's no insinuation that the people you meet in the Pokemon games work for Game Freak.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? Sonic works for Sega. What?
Yeah.
What does he do for them?
I don't. That's
What if
like.
he
Is
doesn't
he just
even...
like an office job?
Yeah, maybe he just doesn't... Maybe he's a programmer. What if...
Oh my goodness.
What if he's a programmer and all the Sonic the Hedgehog games are wish fulfillment?
Maybe.
Oh my god.
Maybe
The
like
more I think about it, the crazier it gets.
you know how some games will like hire like people to be like the actors, and they'll like
Yeah, like Norman Reedus in Death Stranding.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like, when
mocap
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, I was trying to think of what the word was, but
Facial
mocap they do
capture
that.
way.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's what Sonic does
Yeah, he full body captures.
with like the little like he gets in like a little black suit with the ping pong balls all over it. He's like, "All right, guys, I'm ready," and then they're like, "All right, let's get ready for a day of shooting," and then they do it.
Wow.
Sega.
What a world.
Sega.
And that's why we haven't had a Sonic game in a while,
Oh
because
my
they've been
God.
calling him for days.
Oh. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. Are we done?
Almost. I had enough to hear. This little secret was spreading like wildfire. I already know who kidnapped Eclipse, but I couldn't tell Rouge who it was. Look, Rouge, tell the cops saying Gun has this. Those guys aren't really that good, and even you know that.
Oh.
I think those guys, he's referring to the cops, which is... Shadow then invites Sonic to go with him to get Silver, which is a great idea. Why not? The last interaction Silver had with Sonic, he made him run away and destroyed his self-confidence. And assaulted him. So he teleports them to the outside of Nega's lair. I don't know how he knew he was there. Good guess, I guess. And then all of a sudden, a full pine tree is thrown at them.
Okay.
And he already knows. Yeah.
all right.
He's like, Silver did this. They dodge, whatever. And then he's like, I guess Silver wasn't happy we found him.
Huh.
I have to stop him before he hurts himself, and oh god, Silver, please stop, you're going to hurt the child. He looked confused at me. He was already using ESP, holding up 2 large pine trees. He yelled at me, saying, "What kid?" He looked down to see our son. He had tears running down on his face. He said, "Why was Mommy and Daddy fighting?"
Oh.
So I thought this was him, like, revealing that he was pregnant. Like, he was gonna be like, "You're gonna hurt the child." And he's like, "What kid? You're pregnant, Silver." Like, I thought that's...
Yeah.
Nope. They just meant, like, their already 4-year-old son that was right next to him. Didn't even notice.
Okay.
Alright. That's the end of chapter 15.
Yay.
Author's note. Happy Halloween.
Oh no, this is a Halloween
Look
episode.
at how topical that is. We're dating this recording. I hope you eat tons of candy till you throw up, lol.
Oh.
I'd be home writing more stories and giving out candy while wearing my Scream mask. Maybe that's why the writing is like this. They're wearing their Scream mask while they're writing. And then they always copyright, like, the names or the characters to... So Silver, Shadow, Sonic, Rouge, copyright Sega. Eclipse name, copyright Shadilver Eclipse. Eclipse, copyright I Heart Rainbows and Skittles / Girl in Love anime.
Hey, Rogue.
Yeah.
I think I hate you.
Okay, that's an understandable reaction.
Okay. I'm glad we're on the same page.
I mean, I think I killed Zach, so...
But did we do it, guys? Yeah, we're just a little over 3 hours. Look at us. Record time.
Look at us. We cut it down.
Did it.
4 chapters, 3 hours.
Oh, man. Well, we did it.
Which is better than we've done for the last 2 videos.
This was a journey. Oh, my goodness.
So lots of stuff happened in these chapters. And guess what? We only have 4 more chapters left.
I don't know how they're going to wrap it up.
I don't even know if I remember exactly what happens. There's one scene in particular that is just sticks out in my mind. Ugh. And it's like really towards the end.
Oh,
I don't remember what happens after this, honestly.
The fear that
Can I
is in
stop
my heart.
recording?
I think we need Zach's.
We need our outro.
We'll
Zach.
see.
Zach's, do the outro, quick.
You were asleep for the last hour of this and the first 2 hours of this, but we do need you to do the outro.
Well, that was a lot.
No, you don't know.
Thank you.
No, let her
She
do the
was
outro,
asleep.
please.
Thank
Let her do the
you
outro.
for sharing with us, though.
Sharing
If
with
you
us.
had been awake, you wouldn't be thinking.
Thank you, Bob and Carina, for being here. And thank you guys for listening. And remember to comment, like, and subscribe because we all
Bye.
need friends.
This is horrible.
Bye.
Oh, jeez.
Bye.